Okay, back with another video on how to service cectek Gladiator T5, as I didn't find a lot of videos on it online. I felt I could share a bit. So this one is about bleeding the brakes or replacing the brake fluid, which you should do with some interval. Otherwise, yeah, you will have bad brakes or you will have corrosion in the system. There are 3 brake actuators, left handle, right handle, and then the foot brake on the right side of the bike. Each of those have a brake reservoir. The brake reservoirs are located, this is the one for this handlebar, that one, I don't remember, one of them is front, one of them is back. And then there's the brake, the foot brake, that one. It has its own brake reservoir, and that one is a combined one, so it will brake both front and rear. The brake reservoir for that one is located here under that thing there that you need to remove. To bleed the brakes, I prefer to use a tool like this, which you connect to the bleed nipple, and then you connect compressed air here, and it will suck the brake fluid out of the system. Just make sure that you refill with brake fluid all the time, otherwise you will get air into the system. There are different ways to bleed the brakes. You can do it without a tool, it takes more time. Those are not expensive, so I really recommend that, but you need a compressor, of course. There's a lot of videos online on how to do that. That's where you can look at those. I'm not going to cover in detail on how you bleed the system in general. If you want to know how a tool like that works, there's a lot of videos on it. But this is more about how to do it specifically on the Gladiator. So the brake reservoirs, you know where they are. Then the bleed nipples, the obvious ones, are in the on the calipers there. There's one on each wheel. You need to bleed all of those, front and back. And when you do that, you will notice that you will take the fluid from this reservoir and that reservoir. That is what will happen. Then you might wonder, how do I get it to draw whatever is in that one? That one is connected down to the foot brake cylinder. And we can see the foot brake cylinder if we go down here on the right hand side, like just for orientation. This is where we're now. If you go in here, I have removed this plate. That's a protection plate that sits inside here, so you need to remove that. Then you can see, there's not great light in here, but the brake caliper is on that side over there. The brake cylinder for the actuator. You don't need to get access to that one. You need to get access to this one. Here you have a bleeding nipple. This bleeding nipple, if you bleed here, you will draw the fluid through from the front brake reservoir down into the foot brake cylinder, and then over through here. So that's how you bleed through the last reservoir. That's it. I hope changing the brake fluid works for you. It's a fairly easy process. So yeah, if anyone has any help from this, I'm happy. But over and out.